All right, let's talk about the anatomy of indecision. You know, that classic battle we all face, where you make a really firm decision, but deep down there's this little voice, this desire, just hoping someone will come along and completely overturn it for you. It's a story all about resolve, temptation, and that messy, fascinating war we wage inside our own heads.
So our story kicks off with this statement of absolute finality. A line is drawn in the sand. You can almost hear the door slam shut. Picture the dust kicking up on a gravel driveway as someone pulls away, swearing this is the last time.
And just to make it crystal clear, he doubles down on it. He's not just leaving, you see. He's cutting the line of communication. The message seems simple, right? A boundary is set. The door is locked. Or so he wants you to think.
This initial feeling, this resolve, it feels so powerful in the moment. It's the whole foundation of the conflict. But as we're about to find out, it's a foundation built on some pretty shaky ground. Kind of like a house standing right on the edge of a cliff, just waiting for the right storm to come along.
Okay, so let's really get into this, because the heart of this whole thing is a classic case of saying one thing while secretly, desperately hoping for the exact opposite.
Right. So the key here is that when he says, change my mind, he isn't actually pushing her away. No way. He's basically handing her a key to the very door he just claimed to have locked. He's setting the rules for his own defeat and just daring her to play the game.
See, this isn't a goodbye. It's a test. It's a high-stakes challenge laid out there under the moonlight. He's daring her to prove that his memory of her is stronger than his resolve. And you gotta believe, deep down, he's really, really hoping to lose.
Now here's where it gets fascinating. He doesn't just dare her, he gives her a specific, step-by-step instruction manual for his own surrender. He's literally laying out the blueprint for how she can win him back.
Okay, step one, it's all visual. It's this one single, powerful image that's designed to just shatter his resolve on sight. And notice, it's not just any dress, it's a midnight sundress, an image that is just loaded with nostalgia and those late-night memories.
Then we have step 2, which moves past what he can see and gets into touch and taste. A whiskey kiss? I mean, that's not just intimate, it's intoxicating. It's designed to blur all those hard lines he tried to draw.
And this is the final, most important step. He's not asking for an apology. He's not asking for the truth. He's asking for a beautiful lie he can happily believe in. Because let's be honest, the truth, the idea that maybe they shouldn't be together, is just too hard to face.
And now we get a front row seat to his internal conflict. We get to watch in real time as that tough guy vow he made just starts to crumble, revealing how fragile it was from the very start.
I mean, this just lays the battle bare, doesn't it? On one hand, he makes this firm declaration based on past experience, but in the very next breath, he's already hesitating. It's that classic feeling of holding two opposite thoughts in your head. I have to leave, and God, I want to stay. The second she pops into his mind, that road he swore he'd never go down again suddenly looks like the only place he wants to be.
And there it is, the confession. The real heart of the whole story. He doesn't just put up with the chaos she brings into his life, a part of him actually craves it. It shows you how powerful a turbulent relationship can be, where the quiet, stable life he thinks he wants just feels boring compared to the beautiful mess she represents.
And with that one admission, the fight's over. It's done. He's no longer battling the possibility of her coming back. He's actively, eagerly waiting for the moment he gets to surrender. The white flag is already flying high.
So, what's the final verdict here? What does it all mean? Well, his conflict was never really about her, was it? It was always about his own internal war, the fight between what his head tells him he should do and what his heart is screaming for him to want to do.
You know, the story doesn't end with some sad resignation. It ends with this genuine, eager anticipation. He's successfully talked himself into believing that giving in is the right move. What looked like a defeat has been completely reframed in his mind as an exciting, desired outcome. And that leaves us with this one big question hanging in the midnight air, doesn't it? Was this whole act, the big goodbye, the locked door, just a really complicated, roundabout way of begging her to stay? A test that wasn't designed to prove his strength, but to see if she was willing to fight for him? What do you think?